Hello everyone.
Oh my god, ladies and gentlemen, I found a video. Look at this. Cost of living in Germany. And you know, money is one of my most interesting subjects because I'm French Canadian. I grew up in Canada for the first 25 years of my life. And then I moved to Thailand and married Sujaree. Of course, she's very beautiful. I could not say no. That was cringe. Oh, that was cringe.
It's so cringe.
But the cost of living in Thailand is very different. There's things that are way more expensive in Canada, but there's a lot of things that are a lot less expensive. So I'm interesting to know Germany. Where does it rank compared to Canada, compared to Thailand in very different metrics?
Are you really compare?
Yeah.
To Thailand?
Yeah. Because I've heard that Germany can be quite cheap. So I don't know. I'm going to look at this video and see what is going on. We're going to be honest and tell you about how much we pay here during the video also. Yes. Let's get started.
Let's go.
Okay.
For whatever reason you moved or are planning to move to Germany, be it because of the affordable education, a job opportunity, or you just can't get enough of those German sausages. Nevertheless, there's a lot to think and research about before making that big step.
You love German sausage. You're guilty of that. Because German sausage can be quite spicy, and Suji loves spicy sausage. And when they're big and thick, it's even better.
But it's expensive though.
I was trying to be funny.
So
I just
here
failed.
I present to you a video covering all the basic living expenses
Shut up!
in the Federal Republic of Germany.
Okay, the Federal
If
Republic.
you are the type of person that would like to have a roof above their head, then you
It's
should
so
consider
interesting every time that I see those buildings because our church in Canada looks similar to that. The coloring, it's very similar to our school would be or a church in Canada. It gives a very mosaic like style.
person that would like to have a roof above
Our
their
apartment
head,
are not
then
like this,
you
but our
should
church
consider
and
your
monastery
housing
are look
situation.
like this.
In Germany, it really depends on what city you live in.
Yes.
So in Berlin, the capital of Germany, a single bedroom apartment in the city center on average will
Okay.
cost you 1,233 euros and 43 cents. Outside
Huh.
the center,
So the euro is stronger than the USD by I think 10%. But it's still not it's not that expensive.
Damn, it's less expensive than in the US.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and it's less expensive in Canada for sure. But in Bangkok, maybe it would be like for a decent one, maybe half of that. But you know, you can pay up to like 4,000 euro, 5,000 euro per month in rent if you want to, because Bangkok is the capital of Thailand, and you can find as cheap as you want, a few $100, $200, $100, and you can find $5,000. There's like everything there.
Yeah.
So I think that's a big difference between Germany, Canada, and Thailand. Is that in Thailand, you can have everything as cheap as you want. And in Canada, you cannot have a rent for $100. It's impossible, right? And in Thailand, you can find that as cheap as you want if you truly want to. But as expensive as you want.
896 euros and 56 cents. Then the same
Outside,
apartment in
yeah.
the city center of Munich, which is one of the most expensive German cities, on average will cost you around 1,382 euros and 92 cents. Outside the center, 1,042 euros
But
and
remember-
82 cents.
Bad.
It's one bedroom only.
Oh,
So
okay,
it's an apartment too. And you need to understand something is that in Thailand, when you rent a condo, you have a swimming pool, you have a gym, a garden, because everything is common. Sometimes you even have a 7-Eleven inside the condo because these condo or service apartments come with the gym. It comes with the big swimming pool that is common for everyone. So it's like a mini village inside your condo area. So I don't think, in North America, I have never seen that. So I'm guessing in Germany, you don't have everything together like this.
So 10 to 14% difference. But a smaller, less known city like Dresden, a single
Dresden.
bedroom apartment in the city center will be around 550 euros and 22 cents, and outside the city 439 euros and
Yeah,
9
it's really
cents.
cheap.
So the prices really range from 300 euros for a shared flat in a more affordable area to 3,000 euros for a
Yeah, okay, they have a pretty wide range, but I'm interested to know, like, if you want to find $100 for a service apartment that is quite cheap, can you find it? Because see our house here? See, for $200, we have a kitchen, but without like an actual kitchen. We have the dog, they don't come with it. We have a bedroom. We have a second bedroom. My neighbor is Dutch from the Netherlands. He lived there, but he's on vacation. We have some common area. We have a big space in front. Obviously, it's their dog destroy everything. And then we have a pretty big behind. It's 1,600 square meter, one rai. And so everything you see is less than $200. So it's 100 for us, 100 for Kolak. Okay, go to bed. You're tired. Suji's sick. What happened?
My dog.
What?
My dog. There's Cap.
You came back though.
I heard the chicken sound.
You think that he might have killed the chicken of the neighbor, right? We're gonna know tomorrow. So we might need to grind YouTube more. Okay. So for us, it's very cheap, but we are in the middle of completely nowhere. If you take the same house in the city center of where we are right now, 12 kilometer, it would be like $500-600 for the exact same thing. It would be 3 times the price easily. So
Apartment in an
maybe even
expensive
more.
city center.
So
If sadly the Wi-Fi is not included in your rent, on average a single person will be spending about 48 euros per month on
That's
mobile
expensive.
and internet.
we pay $30.
Moreover,
here, maybe?
it is good to remember the additional relocation costs, such as the deposit, which can climb up to 2 or 3 month cold rent. Kaltmiete. Plus sooner or later
Yeah,
you
in
might get a
Thailand
letter
we
saying
pay. In Thailand we pay 1 month deposit and 1 month advance usually.
Yeah, but
And,
some 2 month deposit, 1 month advance. Like
and-
this how I think 2 month deposit, 1
Yeah,
month advance.
and the thing about Thailand is that you rarely get your deposit back. And it's not just because that we have dogs and they destroy the house. It's because it's kind of a Thai way to find things that are broken that are not broken and make you not pay your deposit back, especially when you're a foreigner. It's part of the scam here that they don't really, when you rent a house, you need to accept that you most likely will not get your deposit back.
yeah,
So it is what it is.
especially with us.
pay the radio and cable bills, even though you don't use these services or you don't even speak German.
Oh,
The fee will be around 18 euros 36 cents a month per household.
We don't pay anything.
And
for it.
last but not least, it is important to know that for some reason, unfurnished apartments mean that you most likely will not have a kitchen. Just some pipes and a bucket. Stomach growling from days on end, I would
Groceries.
recommend going grocery shopping from time to time. Food prices in Germany are generally considered to be quite low, especially compared to those of neighboring countries. It is largely because Germany produces and grows a lot of its own food within its advanced agriculture industry.
nice.
But like in most countries, the basic costs of living spiked up nonetheless. The main difference in pricing you will find between large cities and small towns. Basic food prices vary according to where you shop, but these prices are the average for Germany. 1 liter of milk, 70 cents.
Whoa, 70 cents. The milk. Look at this. Maiji?
2 liter,
For how much?
95 baht.
Oh, 95 baht.
Loaf of bread, 1 euro 30 cents. 12
1 euro, okay.
eggs, 1 euro 82 cents.
12 eggs, 1 euro 82.
10 egg, 57 baht.
What about this one?
30 egg, 145 baht.
Whoa, that's good.
But that different grade. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. The
Oh.
4, the grade 4 is the less expensive. It's small.
Oh, okay.
Egg is getting expensive. People say that.
Yeah, it's getting expensive, but also in Thailand, we don't have white egg. It's only that color that we have. And we have duck egg and quail egg and...
So we have these hard-boiled colored eggs that are sold year-round. 500 grams of local cheese, 4 euros 45 cents.
550. This
550 for how many? How much?
is 2 kilogram. Yeah, and this one 84 salad.
84 slice for...
69 baht.
Yes, and remember, it's all processed. It's not real. Because if we buy real, we're going to pay 3 times what we just told you for the
Yeah.
same quantity. It's insane.
The
This one is cheddar. Yeah.
Believe
1
it,
kilogram
I
of
cannot
chicken
eat it.
breast, 7 euros 32 cents.
Yeah, okay. Chicken is cheaper in Thailand. Yeah, a lot cheaper.
1 kilogram of rice, 2 euros 9 cents.
Japanese rice, how much for this?
5 kilogram, 300 baht. This one 15 kilogram.
15 kilo,
About 400
400.
baht.
Yeah.
Of bananas, 1 euro 63 cents.
More expensive in Thailand. Because Thai don't go a lot of banana. Everything that is imported is expensive.
1 kilo of rose, 97 cents.
Yeah.
1 bottle of mid-range wine, 4.99.
Yeah,
That rhymed.
makes sense.
Half a liter of local beer, 76 cents. 1 pack of cigarettes, 6 euros 40 cents. I don't smoke, but
That's crazy expensive. In Australia, it's 30 bucks to discourage people to smoke. In Thailand, it's a lot cheaper than this.
this one is expensive.
Yeah, it's very
150 to 200 grams of Haribos, 1 euro 5 cents.
Oh yeah, that's the gummy bear, right? Or the
Haribo.
the worm candy.
Yeah.
We saw it in another video.
150 to 200 grams of Haribos, 1 euro
That's
5
fine.
cents. For a typical shopping experience, you have your Rewe or Nakauf and Edeka.
To give you an idea, this month we did not eat out. How much did we pay for grocery? Maybe $400 for grocery? $450?
Yeah.
Include our 12 dog, include dog food and everything, which is a lot.
For collecting as many steps as possible while shopping, with reasonable prices, I recommend Kaufland. And if you're
Kaufland.
looking for some more financial stability in your life, budget-friendly supermarkets like Aldi, Lidl, Netto and Penny are always there for you. Somewhere. Plus, don't throw away your plastic or glass bottles, since you unwillingly paid a deposit for them called fund.
Oh.
It's usually around 8 to 25 cents per bottle.
Wow.
It might not be much, but it adds up, especially if you're a big fan of Diet Coke.
Oh,
So a single
so you bring your bottle back and you get your money back? Is that it?
Wow.
Well, in Thailand, we give all of our bottle to homeless people. So
Yeah,
they
I
come
mean-
to every week they come to our house with their tuk-tuk and they grab all of their, we give them all of their bottle.
Yeah. I mean, I can bring it to sell, but I love to keep away because
Yeah.
we not really have money, so we just try to keep something that we can.
Yeah, we give them to the homeless. Yeah.
person household will spend approximately 180 to 200 euros per month on groceries. A couple will spend approximately 369.
Okay, well, we pay more than this. We have 12 dogs, we count in that. And also, cheese is very expensive, peanut butter, everything that is imported is very expensive. My French spicy brown mustard, my Jif, like...
I love Mexican food. It's 150 something.
Whoa,
or
that's a lot.
179, I'm
Wow,
not sure.
that's a lot, yeah. Yes, I eat a lot of local fruit and stuff like this, same as Suji, but I need my real mayonnaise, Kraft, I need my Heinz ketchup, I need my spicy brown mustard, and etc. I need those stuff, so...
Nice. Whether you're on a date
God.
or after a long day at work, you might want to dine out or do some takeout. A meal at a cheap restaurant for one will be around 11 euros.
No.
I meant
That's insane. I would never be able to afford that. This is where Thai is cheap. We need to go to a restaurant that are a little bit fancy to spend that amount of money, even for a burger. That's why Thailand is so cheap. That's why a lot of people end up not cooking from home, but like eating out, especially if they can walk to a restaurant.
range restaurant for two people will add up around 57 euros.
Yeah, this is insanely
A fast
expensive.
food combo will cost you 9 euros 70 cents. But an average price for a Big Mac is 5 euros 89
This is
cents.
so expensive.
In restaurants,
Oh my
a tip
God.
is generally expected, since waiting tables
they tip
is
too in
among the
Germany.
lowest paying jobs. But if you're not satisfied with the services, it is not necessary to leave a tip at all. In Germany, you tip when you settle your bill with your food server. You will include the Trinkgeld amount during the process.
Yeah, but see,
Many-
it encouraged people to cook their own food because the grocery is quite cheap when I saw, and the eating out is so expensive. In Thailand, that's the dilemma, is that groceries are a little more expensive than Germany, I think, overall, but eating out is cheaper. So except the problem with Thailand is that the delivery service, right? They have many platforms, and we live 10 kilometers from every restaurant that deliver like nice food. So we end up paying double the price for our meal because of the delivery fee and the application fee. So what should cost, let's say, $10 overall for food costs 20. So that's why we end up like buying our own food instead, because we're a little bit far from the town.
People simply round off the bill to the next euro or add a couple more. So 5 to 10% at a restaurant is appreciated, while 15% tip is considered very generous and American. Coffee in
Canadian.
one hand and a pastry in the other hand, what can be a better combo?
Ooh.
Sitting down in a cafe or bakery can cost you a bit more than taking it away. The average cost of a cup of cappuccino is around 3 euros 50 cents for a medium.
35 baht is $1. So it's all $1.25. And it's a pretty good size. Like this, for example, this one is matcha green tea. It's a pretty good size for $1.50, less than $1.50, like $1.25 or something. And you pay with the phone. You pay with the phone. You scan here. This is a coconut. So less than $4 for 3 drinks. This is a neighborhood. See, 7-Eleven. Do you have 7-Eleven in your country, wherever you're from watching? We are in the countryside of Thailand, in a small street. If you go to a fancy coffee, if you go to Starbucks, it's gonna be this price. But
A German
Why would you go to
pastry, on the
Starbucks?
other hand, can vary from 150 to 490, depending on where and what
That's
you get.
expensive for a pastry.
Transportation.
My God.
There are many ways to get around town or country other than on
The
foot.
train.
Public transport in Germany is a solid B. First and foremost, bikes. They are
I'm jealous. Not just the Thai, but in Canada we don't have this. Look at that, how organized it is. You know who has to be on the red spot, who has to be on the gray spot. It's clear, there's lines that separate. In Canada, I don't know if it's because the winter destroyed the road or roads are not clean like this. This look classy. Look at this. Of course, you don't have this in Thailand, but this looks so classic. You know, it's so good. It's green. It's so convenient. I wish we would have that in Canada.
are definitely not as popular as the Netherlands, since the country isn't as flat and sinky.
Yeah, but look.
But you do see people on their bikes from
Everything
time
is
to
so
time
organized.
with a safety helmet. The infrastructure also differs from city to
Look.
city. Nevertheless, sports bikes are their first choice. A single bus, tram, metro, U-Bahn and S-Bahn trips usually cost between 280 to 350.
This is
But
expensive. For like 100 baht or more to take the bus.
To go where?
I don't know.
it depends on the
So
distance
cheap.
you're traveling. Like most countries, you pay bus fares on the bus, otherwise you won't get in. But when it
Just,
comes to
to
tram,
give you an idea, if you take the bus, a 3-hour ride bus, you're gonna pay like 3 hour taking the bus, $15.
Probably 200, 300.
Oh, okay, so $10 to take a 3-hour bus ride. So
trams and metros, those require
With
an
AC and
outsider
everything.
machine
Yeah,
that
it
is
depends on
sometimes
the
confusing
kind
to
of
operate.
bus too.
A passenger without a valid ticket can face a fine of 40 to 60
my
euros.
God.
For long distance travel, to see your long distance friends, we have trains. A single ticket prices range from 5 to 200 euros depending on the distance. And it's best to buy the ticket in advance, as
200? In Thailand, even the first class ticket will be with like AC and bed and everything will be 80 bucks. The most expensive. And the cheapest will be 10 bucks
How long?
to go 12-hour train.
This is the fast train. It's not the train like chicka 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 that we have.
They
The
don't-
old train. No.
I think
no.
you're being a little tough. The train in Thailand, they go fast.
No, go fast. The fuck I peeled 10 times.
You puke 10
And
times?
I haven't even arrived. No, I'm sad. Don't say that.
Okay, well, I'm trying to be kind. I don't think I like Thai train actually. It's old school, like 80 years ago.
Chicka the fuck. I gotta
Chicka. What is chicka?
the sound of the train.
Ah.
You know, like 200 years ago.
Chicka.
early as possible, because the later you book it, the higher the prices will get. Monthly subscriptions also exist, based on your region.
Yeah.
It can range from 60 to 200 euros, depending on the city.
This is
That includes
expensive.
all kind of transportation.
Even in Canada, it's cheaper than this.
Or you can get a
Even
bond
in more
card
far, right?
for reduced rates and discounts. However, if you have 4,144 euros to spare, you can buy the ultimate bond card 100
Oh.
for a year's worth of travel anywhere and everywhere
Whoa.
at any time. As a student, you get your regional travel covered by the university, which is pretty convenient. Nonetheless, it is rumored
It was not free for me because education is not free in Canada. We have free healthcare, but we don't have free education. I still have 2 years of student loan to pay and I'm 37, imagine that. Sujaree, I also have 20 million a year to pay.
that next year in January there
I
will
would
be a
correct 15
universal
million.
German monthly travel subscription for 49 euros, which is pretty dope. Even though Germans love their cars, owning one is not cheap, especially regarding fuel, insurance, parking and maintenance. On average, you will be spending at least 520 euros a month with the car not included. So if you
What?
have a driver's license, doesn't mean you should use it.
What?
Average cheap, especially
Wait, what?
regarding fuel, insurance, parking and maintenance. On average, you will be spending at least 520 euros a month with the car not included. So
This is 25% of what we make every month. No, our car we pay 200 bucks per month on car payment and maybe 60 bucks gas per month. Maybe.
We not go anywhere.
And we don't really pay a lot of insurance and everything else.
insurance is per year though, but if
so in you should use it.
520
But
is
on
insane
average, people
for
are spending
everything.
214 euros a month on traveling,
Oh, okay.
whether by train or car. If employed, you will spend 14.6% of your gross income on public health insurance. The employer contributes half of it. Therefore, employees pay only 7.8% of their gross income. Nonetheless, on average, a person spends around 67 euros a month on their health. That includes medication and prescription. All other expenses are covered by the health insurance.
That's not a lot because that's an average. It means that some people spend zero. $67 a month for things and everything else is covered. Most
Medication and prescription. All other expenses are covered by the health insurance. However, self-employed people and people with salaries above 64,350 euros can opt for a private coverage, which can save you a buck or two. You either hate or love shopping, or maybe it depends on your mood that day. But every now and then you need to buy some new clothes or toilet paper. A dress from Zara can cost you 37 euros on average, and a pair of Nike running shoes mid-range around 82 euros.
Yeah.
Plus, if
it's funny because in Thailand we have all of these brands, right? Zara and all of these brands that they have in Europe, in America, but it's a lot cheaper here. Even in supermarket per not American standard, pay $3 for this. You don't pay more than $3 for a shirt.
Me that buy it. He never fucking. Oh, he never go.
Yeah, I never go. She buy for me and I wear whatever.
And the cinema in the shopping mall, expect to pay around 12 or 15 euros. Popcorn not included.
12 to $15. Oh my god.
Is this
It's $5 in Thailand.
VIP or not?
Probably not. In Thailand, when you're gonna pay like $12, you're gonna be IMAX 3D with like massage or something, you know. It's $5
If you're looking
usually.
for something secondhand, maybe even a kitchen for your unfurnished apartment, eBay Kleinanzeigen is a great option for that. The only thing to consider is that you might need to pick up the stuff by yourself. So that driver's license can really come in handy. The #1 online store is Amazon.com.
They sell a kitchen on the internet? What is that?
For that. The only thing to consider is that you might...
You can buy a kitchen like that just on a website?
Yes, you order it.
In Thailand too?
Yes.
I've never seen it like this. But it's like you're going to those websites and look at the kitchen, ting ting, I buy. Ugh,
Yes.
I've never seen
stuff
this.
by yourself. So that driver's license can really come in handy. The #1 online store is Amazon.de, which is not surprising to anyone. Unfortunately, items like board games with English descriptions cost extra and sometimes is really hard to come by. Student life. Being a student in Germany is pretty advantageous. You get free regional transportation, museum and fitness discounts, free bank accounts, tax reductions, and more. Even though some German universities require some amount of tuition fees, the majority of them are free. The only catch is you most likely need to know German. If that's not a problem for you, you're all good. The only university payment you need to take care of as an international student in Germany is a so-called semester contribution, a fixed amount of money you pay for specific university services like travel, administrative assistance, sports facilities, dining halls, and so on.
Yeah, you pay for the amenities.
In conclusion,
so if you are a foreign student, because when I went to university, I paid I think $300 a month on a dorm room. I was living in the campus with a lot of people that came from overseas because I was living too far from the city, so I decided to just go in a dorm, and I was paying $200-300, and it was the room was so tiny. Do foreign students pay for that if they live on the campus? I don't know.
It would be hard to get by for less than 1,000 euros a month in Germany. And this rises to around 1,500 to 2,000 euros in the city where rents are...
That's really cheap. You would never survive on 2,000 a month in Canada. Impossible. It's impossible. You will pay just that on rent. It's impossible. So yeah, the cost of living in Germany is low.
Cannot go pick up potato then.
Or higher. If you're living a student life, 850 euros a month can cover your basic living costs.
No, I was paying more than this.
With the recent minimum wage rise of 12 euros an hour, if you're working 8 hours 5 days a week, that rounds up to 1,344 euros after taxes. That covers your basic costs in a medium or small...
See, because that's really similar to what we get paid in Canada for the minimum salary. I think it's $1,600 the minimum salary in Canada per month, and people need to survive on all of that.
Oh, you need couple. You need to have partner.
Sized city.
But that's why people like stay with their parents for longer, I guess, these days.
However, earning above
and people don't buy a house in Canada because the market is too insane.
Wage will get you the opportunity to live in a bigger city or the city center,
Who's
live
this?
on your own, or have a higher standard of living,
I'm shocked.
such as owning a cat or going to a cafe
I
and
thought that
getting
Germany
a cup of
was
coffee
similar to
with
Canada,
oat
but it's a
milk.
lot less expensive.
Always costs extra.
Oh yes, of course.
I want to go though.
I'm shocked. I thought it was gonna be similar price to Canada, but it's a lot cheaper.
Look cheaper.
What is expensive is eating out, which is expensive in Canada too. But the groceries cheap, and the cost of living is very cheap. Actually, it's not that different from Thailand. Of course, like if you are in a city center, your costs go up drastically, and it's the same for Thailand. But the cost of living doesn't seem that too crazy.
Did she mention water? Drinking water?
Oh, yeah, but yeah, some country can be expensive, I guess. But I mean, vet costs, right? We're lucky in Thailand that the veterinarian is really cheap compared to North America. In Canada, with the 12 dog that we have, if we were going to like buy dog food and go to the vet, I mean, we would spend 500 a month on dog, if not 1,000. But because we're in Thailand, you know, if we go to get our dog vaccine, right, yearly vaccine, it's gonna be like $5 per dog, $6 per dog. You know, if your dog have cancer, for example, you're gonna pay $40 per week to treat the cancer. It's extremely cheap. Having a surgery, like having cut the balls or whatever, right? It's gonna be like $50, $60, $80. It's not going to be super expensive versus in the US you're going to pay like $500, $1,000 for a very small procedure. So we are lucky to be in Thailand because everything that the service, like your aircon broke, someone come to your home to fix your aircon, it's going to be like $40, $50. It's really quite cheap compared to 10x the price if you go to Canada.
But
So,
the
what?
salary is also really
Yeah, the salary is
cheap
low.
too.
Yeah, the salary is low. But you can buy a motorcycle for $300 and go around. You don't need to buy a car. You can grow your own potato and vegetable all around the house if you want. You can open the gate of your house, right? And open a coffee shop, and there's no regulation. Suji can, if she want, right? Remove the front gate, put a coffee shop, and start selling coffee. She can do that. There's no regulation here for that. Compared to a lot of country where you need the paper and you need to pay taxes. No, what a lot of people, what they do to save on rent is they open a coffee shop inside their own house, in the garage or something. A lot of people do that, like Tana House, for example.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of trick that people do in Thailand to save money on stuff, and this is one of it. So yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching.
See you.